If you're from my generation, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about here. Fried wind pie. Guys, this was the tastiest thing my mom used to make, and I'm going to share this recipe with you because it's all very simple. I'm sure you have all the ingredients at home. I'll write everything down for you right here. You're going to add wheat flour. And look, whenever my mom made this, everyone would come over because they wanted to learn how to make it too. You can use dry yeast, and if you do, just mix it in with the flour. Add a pinch of salt first, mix the yeast with the flour, then sprinkle the salt on top, okay? I also have some sugar here to balance it out because it's neither salty nor sweet. It should end up like this, see? Half and half, okay? Then you mix everything really well so that all the ingredients are well incorporated. For the milk, I have 150 milliliters here and 130 milliliters of water. I mix the two together because that's what I'm going to use. If you want to use just water, you can, and if you want to use just milk, that's fine too, no problem at all. I'm doing half and half at room temperature, okay? Add at least half of this milk and water mixture here and start working it with your hands, okay? Mix everything very well and keep adding gradually. You might need more milk or more water, or maybe you won't use it all. It really depends on your flour because that's what determines the amount of water. The important thing now is to knead this dough very well. I'm going to sprinkle a little flour underneath here, and you're going to knead it until it's nice and elastic, soft, and also very smooth. By doing this, you'll activate the gluten in the flour, and that way your little bun will rise more and have that airy pastel-like look with lots of air inside. Knead this dough very well, and after it's well kneaded, you're going to let it rest. Yes, it needs to rest now. You can put it in a little bowl, cover it with plastic wrap on top, and let it rest for about an hour to an hour and a half. The exact time will depend a lot on the temperature of your environment. Make a cut just the way I'm showing you here. Look, this will make your dough grow much better. Cover it and let it rest at room temperature, okay? It needs to rest until it doubles in size. Well, here I already have my dough ready, and look how nicely it has risen, right? And now I'm going to take it out of here because I need to start working with it. I sprinkle the little flour underneath, also sprinkle a bit of flour on top, grab a rolling pin and roll it out really well, leaving it about 3 millimeters thick. Be very careful, you always need to have flour underneath so it doesn't stick. And like this, look, at this thickness it's already perfect. I'm going to start cutting now. If you have a regular pizza cutter or even just a small knife, you can cut it to whatever size you want. I'm doing it here the way my mother used to do. She would cut all the little squares, already leaving them all the right size because it makes a lot. Just imagine my mother had 12 children and she made this here with so much care. And look, let me tell you something. With a recipe like this, a lot of people could eat and we had the pleasure of helping out. I hope you have this little recipe on hand so you can make it together with your children or your grandchildren, right? Well, now I just put the cloth over it. I'm going to let it rise a little more, at least about 20 minutes so it gets really light. I'm already going to start heating up my oil. You need a good amount and a really large frying pan because there are a lot of fritters to fry. You're going to heat it up here, keep it at a moderate temperature, not too hot because otherwise it won't rise, it won't form that bubble, you know? Your oil should be at around 170 degrees, okay? Start frying, just put everything in the frying pan and you can add a good amount. Look at how it rises, guys. That's why we call it pastelzinho de vento, because inside it's really just filled with air. But let me tell you, this is amazing and you're going to be a hit with it because you can have it with coffee, which is wonderful. Back in my day, we used to have it with tea or coffee, but my mom made a really delicious little tea. And I hope you make this to enjoy with your family, because success is guaranteed, right? Look how much we made here, guys. Let me know later what you think about it.